Welcome to another Briars Weekly Wrap. This week's clearest sky saw all men's and women's games go ahead, so we've got another smorgasbord of rugby for you. Our women's first 15 headed up the M1 to take on the Hunter Wildfires in round 5 of the Chikarovski Cup. Late changes didn't hamper the home side, finding the opener after 9 minutes through their maul.
They sort of have to now. They're trying to draw that penalty. We've seen that work successfully before.
Desperate defence frustrated the Wildfires.
Tried to be wrapped up there, and good tackle by Bromwich just to slow that down for a second.
But the referee's whistle and heads-up play brought a second for them soon after.
Unable to do so at the moment, and the referee is going to penalise the Briars for it. They're going to crash right over.
Our girls kept their heads down and scored from the scrum base. May Falkender with a clean run for the corner despite the wet conditions.
Still with it is Kira Barnes, who can score tries through their hands and outside to Falkender. It's try time.
We got within 5 points, but everything seemed to be against us, and eventually Hunter ran away with 3 further first half tries.
Much luck there so far, and now they find a gap. Straight through they go. And still going over the 22, and Annika Butler's away.
And a 63 points to 7 win.
And they're going to say this is okay. And Klingner, I think, is put into touch. Oh, they're going to award the try as well.
For the first time since 2019, the Sydney Irish headed to Rothwell Park to take on our Briars, and for the first time in Division 2 competition. Waverley visited Rothwell Park for the first time since 2014. They're 6-15 playing our 4th grade bin chickens. The visitors came into the match undefeated, but an early breakaway saw Briars kick a penalty goal to open the scoring.
Towards the 4 and 22 metres line. Steps in. Doesn't look bad, it looks very good.
Waverley responded in kind, 3-3 after 10 minutes of play. Back on the attack, the Briars scored the first meat pie of the day. Peter Cosmas in between the brothers Annanen, Andrew going through untouched. The lead lasted all of 5 minutes, a wave scrum bearing a try, albeit unconverted. The score 10-8 to Briars at the half. A penalty shot for the visitors could have given them the lead.
Tully starts right, I think it's missed.
So too a counter-attack that ended in a forward pass.
Breaking out of their own half, breaking over the 10 metres line.
But the bin chickens withstood the assault before Peter Cosmas delivered the coup de grace.
And through goes Peter Cosmas. Cosmas for the line and for the lead.
Waverley's undefeated season ending 17 points to 8. Thirds marked the first meeting of Irish and Briars since 2019, but it was an inauspicious start for the visitors, having to borrow Waverley's worn jerseys after leaving theirs at home. Neither team could find a score early on, Irish missing an early crack at 3, but Briars broke the deadlock right on half-time with a try from their own 5. A friendly bounce off a Tyson England kick, setting up for Ben Cooney to set up Sebastian Rana-Singer for the opening points.
Taken in the air, playing on here for the Briars. Sebastian Rana-Singer as time expires. Try time, Briars.
A penalty goal just minutes into the second half extended the lead to 10, before the visitors registered their first points of the season, crashing over from short range minutes later. Briars missed a penalty goal of their own, leaving the door ajar for Irish, who went the length of the field to even up the score at 10-10, despite desperate defence.
Alfie Dwight in the 11. Breaks around the first line of defence. Irish trying to stretch the Briars, who have tied a considerable amount. And here they go again. I think that's Dwight once more. Onto the cricket pitch, over halfway, throws it out the back to Barry Fay. Fay looking for support, goes out to the fullback, Glenn Costello. Inside of the number 8, Liam McGowan. McGowan around his man, looking to double the points tally for today, leaves it behind. This could still be a try here. Try time Irish.
Both Irish tries went unconverted, a late penalty giving the visitors a last opportunity to snatch the chocolates, but the kick went touch and goal. Both teams sharing the points after a 10-10 draw. Our Colties have had a tough start to the year, going unrewarded from their 2 efforts thus far, but hope to change their fortunes against Burraneer. Briars got off to the perfect start, recovering their own kickoff
And Briars will have first use of it.
and taking a 7-0 lead within minutes. Charlie King scoring another try.
And King buries under.
Burraneer started slow, but piled on the pressure and crossed in the opening 10 to get within 2 points, but almost found themselves right behind once more. Josh Estwick just held up in goal.
4 and 20 meat pie, but he won't this time.
Burraneer looked to break out and put Briars under pressure again, but a knock-on proved costly without Colties extending the lead. King claiming his brace from the wrong side of halfway.
2 points short on the scoreboard. King kicks ahead. He can score a try. Needs a bounce. Gets a bounce. Soccers it ahead. Try time!
Once again, Burra hit back quickly, locking the score at 12-all.
Wraps around the back to Harrison McDougall. McDougall, they won't be able to stop him.
Continuing the onslaught and pinning the Briars on their own line, but were kept at bay by brave defence before we forced a penalty to end the half unscathed. Burraneer went straight back on the attack, taking the lead for the first time with a try from the scrum. A mistake from their own line out put Briars back level. Jacob Ogle crossing from the ruck.
Briars still towards the line. Epihar brought down short. Trying to go blindside. That was a very early tackle on the man there in the 6 for Briars. Picking and driving. It's try time!
A penalty goal with 15 minutes remaining put the visitors ahead once more. But an error from the kickoff return gave Charlie King the opening he needed to claim his hat-trick.
Out the back, King outside looking for a hat-trick. Goes himself, goes through 3, 4, 5 blokes. Still going King, looks for the offload, and still going is King! Oh, hail Charles King!
Burraneer never gave up, but Briars wouldn't back down, defending their own quarter and holding out the visitors to claim their first win and competition points for the season.
Their first points and their first win of the season today.
It was a battle of first versus last on the ladder in seconds. Irish having the wood over Briars, but we were the first on the scoreboard, with Matt Carew crossing within 4 minutes.
The Briars are over the line.
Sydney Irish are well known for their forward pack, who delivered their first points moments later to take a 2-point lead. An errant line out by Briars saw Irish counter-attack all the way to the line once more, going up by 9,
Says the referee, and they're still with it, Irish.
then 14 with another one from the line out.
Right down the centre, and straight away they go through.
Despite having a player in the bin, Briars' attack caught the defence napping to close the gap again.
Strong carry over the gain line finally, went through the back line. Briars need to get their line sorted. Here they go, the Briars, straight towards the goalpost, and it's game back on.
But Irish scored 2 more tries before the bell to take a 31-12 lead and the bonus point into the break. Briars drew first blood in the second half,
Go short, try time.
but Irish hit back immediately off the kickoff to claim a 38-17 lead.
This time put down by Fernandez, and it's an advantage playing out for Irish, who've already, I reckon, made the ad line. Maybe not now, they're going backwards. Advantage still playing out by the look of it. Trying to find a 6th try, and they're going through the hands. Cullerton outside to the fullback, Adam Gethings.
The job was already done for the visitors, but the Briars only needed one more try to secure their first competition point. And they found it through Josiah Leatinanga on the bell.
Try time, Briars. They take their first points of the season.
38-22 was the full-time score, our seconds off the duck in 2025.
In the field.
It was a main event we hadn't seen at Rothwell for many years, the Irish first last game against us being a semi-final loss in 2019. We wasted no time and opened up the scoring within 5 minutes, thanks to CJ Court.
Sidesteps, caught for the corner.
Irish took the lead on 10 minutes,
The Irish are all over the top of it. Ball's available. Well. Luke Sweeney.
holding it for all of a few moments until gifting the ball to Lachlan Koziolek.
Irish trying to go blindside. Koziolek with a good read. It's a knock-on against Irish. Lachlan Koziolek!
The visitors weren't going to back down, hitting back almost as quickly.
They try to go them all, if that. Through their hands they go to the winger. Andrew Williams.
Before we dug out another one from a different postcode, Kaya Ardita finishing off a kick return.
Acting fullback last week. It's play on. That pass was thrown backwards, floated forward. The wind is horrible. And still going the Briars. Still going the Briars. Still going the Briars.
Before doubling his tally on the other wing minutes later.
Carries forward, caught. Beautiful ball outside to Ardita again. Kaya Ardita for a bonus point. Just put the ball down.
The Briars unleashed Ardita again, scoring his hat-trick in the first 25 minutes.
To Chandra Lee Silva. Outside, is that Ardita again? Is that Ardita again? It is Ardita again. Over the 4 and 22 metre line for another 4 and 20 metre pie.
Staring down an ambush, the visitors tried to return serve, falling a pass short of a third try.
Advantage is over. They pass it inside and it's left behind.
Before a loose ball almost delivered it moments later.
Maake, well, it's been knocked backwards. Luke Sweeney kicks ahead. Chandra Lee Silva trying to get his skates on.
The Briars took a 27-14 lead into the sheds, but it only lasted a couple of minutes, with Irish registering the first try of the second half from a Briars error. Another soon followed. Briars' lead cut down to 3 with a pushover try for the visitors. They came within inches of regaining the lead.
Farrell in the 13 leaves the ball behind.
But Briars held firm and kept the Irish forwards out, despite a constant threat.
And penalty goes to the Briars.
A beautiful trick play at the line-out from Fraser Shaw and Jason Hoodie got us back on the front foot.
Again going with Shaw in support. Still going Jason Hoodie. Still going Jason Hoodie brought down.
Irish forced a turnover, but their defence proved to be in vain.
Cuts back inside. Eagleton to put him further ahead.
With plenty of stoppages, Irish had a penalty kick to get within 7.
It is short.
The miss increasing frustrations, which eventually boiled over. The referee ending the match, and our Ones claiming their first win of 2025. Briars women's side welcome the Gordon Gazelles back to Rothwell this Saturday for round 6 of the Chikarovski Cup, kicking off at 3 p.m. Our Subbies teams head up to Melwood Oval, taking on Forest for the first time since 2012 in round 5 of the competition. We'll be back with all those highlights next week, but until then, I'm Anthony Deep, and that's a wrap.